Gentlemen, welcome back to OTS News. My name is Mean Marky T. Pile driving geeks since 1973. The biggest mark in the IWC. I want to thank everybody in the OTS community for all the love and support. I know how awesome I am, but I don't need you to tell me how awesome I am. I already know. I was born with it, man. I was born with it. Happy WrestleMania week, you ungrateful cretins. We are finally on the last stop to the road to WrestleMania. It feels like it's taken us forever to get here, huh? All right, I felt like that little kid in the back seat of the minivan yelling at my parents. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we at the amusement park yet, Mommy? And instead of being excited when we finally get there, I'm met with utter disappointment. There's like 2 rides, teacups, and a mini roller coaster that is clearly designed for 3-year-olds. One of those water gun games that is incredibly easy to win and takes absolutely no skill at all. You might as well give away the fucking prizes. And then they got some fucking petting zoo with the only animal being an elderly llama who sits by himself because he hates everybody and doesn't want to be fed from your disgusting hands. That's WrestleMania season, folks. You don't think so? If you're the type of person that actually has fun at places like that, when in reality, you should be hating your fucking parents. Please, change the channel immediately. Tonight on Monday Night Raw, let's see this rundown. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Drew McIntyre versus Baron Corbin is the main event? Who the fuck approved this, Dana? Huh? How does this make it past quality control, Bruce? Sounds like I'd have a better time jumping out of a speeding vehicle on the road to WrestleMania than suffer through this endless garbage. What about Bray Wyatt? What do you mean, who? Are you catering that long that you don't know who Bray Wyatt is, Dana? Do I have to sing it for you? Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those papers? Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those papers? All those weepers, how they hypnotize. I know, Dana, you just wanted me to sing. You're playing coy with me. You're still an ugly cow anyway, so don't try and butter me up like one of Titus's homemade rolls. Anyway, is this even a newscast? I'm sitting here singing Jeepers Creepers and making fun of Dana Brooke, calling her a fat cow. Oh my goodness, man, what else is on this show? Cedric Alexander versus Bobby Lashley. I'm sure JD from New York is going to rant again about why Vince McMahon broke up the Hurt Business, which we all know is absolutely ridiculous. Asuka and Rhea Ripley will go and battle Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. And then we got Xavier Woods versus AJ Styles. I don't know if I'm living in the Twilight Zone, Bruce, but didn't you see this about 2 weeks ago? Tonight's drink special at the bar, and this one's for the big man, almost, because we all know he loves some peanut butter. This one is the phenomenal PB&J Stout. 7% alcohol. Let me tell you something, folks. If you enjoy your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, this is like biting into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Legitimately. tonight's food special coming out of the kitchen from Titus Catering is... Well, what is this, Dana? What is this? Just a plain cheeseburger with no fixings. You mean it's just a cheeseburger with lettuce, onion, tomato, right? No lettuce, onion, tomato, no ketchup, no sauce, no barbecue sauce, no chipotle aioli. Well, what's going on here? Oh, JD from New York says that the food item for today's show has to go in line with tonight's Monday Night Raw. He says tonight's Raw was so utterly boring that Titus refused to cook anything special because he wanted it to feel like you were eating Monday Night Raw. Plain and boring. Well, good thing JD has that bar stacked with cold beverages. I guess you could get yourself drunk and forget that this Monday Night Raw even happened. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to begin. This is your Monday Night Raw post show with your host, JD from New York. This message is brought to you by the Strowman Express Railways. Braun Strowman, the only idiot who thinks a steel cage match is going to keep out Shane McMahon's goons. Not only does he run fast, but he's stupid. Whee!
Let's see it.
Mercifully, the road to WrestleMania is finally over. We are live, man! This was the most worthless go-home show I think I've ever experienced in my entire life. Being a fan of World Wrestling Entertainment, man. I'm struggling to find one thing of note, of importance on this show tonight. All I have to tell you is that Baron Corbin was in the main event of Monday Night Raw before the most important WrestleMania in WWE history. I think that should be enough for me to describe to you how much I hated this show. I got your Monday Night Raw news and rumors, or lack thereof, going into Mania. And we're gonna start this hectic week off right, man, with the only podcast you need on your Monday nights. This is your Monday Night Raw post show on Off the Script. this fucking foliage? Is this what you want? Mr. Dips? Is this what you want? Me standing in front of EC3 buying designer coats? Is this what you want? Me sitting in some hipster hotel in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, fluffing pillows? Is this what you want? I don't believe this. This graffiti art, hipster hotels, avocado toast. All I want is a fucking Guinness. An ice cold Guinness. What the hell does that mean? Oh, this is what you wanted. This is your Monday Night Raw review right here on Off the Script. What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Monday Night Raw post show for April 5th, 2021. Man, I'm I can't hold it in, man. The guy in the chat, man, whoever is in the chat, where is he? His name is, I have to read this because I just find it to be so fucking hilarious, man. He's got an account. He's the Great Khali in the chat. He says the best thing about Raw was Nia Jax blocking out half the crowd with her immense size. Oh my God, man. Great Khali, I love you, bro. I love you, bro. I needed that laugh, man, after tonight. Holy shit. Oh. That is the basis. That is the foundation of Monday Night Raw tonight, man. This show is absolutely dreadful. Show is absolutely at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to pro wrestling. You know, I do what I do in the beginning with the intro. Me and Marky D's got it right, man. For you guys listening on Spotify, iTunes, I don't usually post the intro on the audio version of things, but I want to reiterate what me and Marky D in the intro on YouTube said, man. The Road to WrestleMania, is so garbage. It honestly reminds me of a child sitting in the back seat, and the mom and dad are going on a family vacation to Disney World. And the little child is so impatient. Mommy, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Every 15 minutes. Shut up and watch your fucking cartoons, you fucking cretin, is what I would say if I'm in the driver's seat on this journey and I gotta hear my fucking son or, hey, Mommy, Daddy, are we there? Shut the fuck up before I pull this fucking thing over and I let you out right here. God! That's what it reminds me of. That's the Road to WrestleMania. And then when you get there, and when you get to Disney World, and you see the immense amount of people, and the long lines, and the goddamn fucking prices for souvenirs, and merchandise, and concessions, and food, and drink, and all this shit. It's like you get there and it's like you're utterly disappointed, man. You're just utterly disappointed. I know me and Marky D use the, one of those local carnivals that you'll see around town in the summertime, right? They got like 3 rides. They got this mini Ferris wheel, right? It's all rickety. You don't know if it's gonna fucking break down and roll down the fucking street like Final Destination. It's got 3 rides. It's got maybe one of them balloon games you fill up with the water gun. Or maybe you take the baseball and you knock the fucking empty bottles down, whatever. They might as well just give you a fucking prize at the end of the day. It's like a participation award. Oh, hey, you suck. Look, you knocked down the fucking 3 milk cartons. There you go. Here's a fucking oversized teddy bear. What the fuck are you gonna do with it, man? What are you gonna do with it? You're gonna throw it in the fucking attic. You're gonna leave it there. Never fucking play with it. You're gonna forget that you got it. Then you go to the petting zoo and you see this one fucking goat He's old and he's gray and he's got a long beard. Looks like he hates his fucking life. Goat almost looks like Gandalf the Grey from fucking Lord of the Rings. Only this guy, the fucking goat with the old beard, right? He's not fucking casting spells and using magic. I wish somebody would cast a spell on me so I fell asleep during this fucking piece of shit tonight. One sole goat in the fucking god-awful petting zoo they got there. It smells like fucking shit. Nobody wants to clean this guy's fucking shit everywhere. You got the little kids going up to the gate. "Ooh, look at the little goat, mommy. Look. And you got to feed the goat, fucking, licking your hand and all this shit. Right? But this goat, he's standing in the back of the fucking petting zoo. He's looking at you like, you fucking cocksucker. Don't come near me. I'm not going near that fucking gay. Get the fuck out of here. The goat's got "I hate everybody" written all over his goddamn face. Then you go home and you're fucking feeling just utter disappointment, man. As a father, as a mother, you're feeling utter disappointment. Did the kid have fun? Of course he didn't. How the fuck could he? That's WrestleMania. That is the road to WrestleMania. That is the road to WrestleMania. This show sucks. Absolutely dreadful. That's all I got to say. I don't know what else I could absolutely tell you guys. I don't know what I could tell you guys that I have not already expressed. This is the worst WrestleMania season that WWE will forever produce. And the fucked up thing is we got next year. They're probably going to top themselves next year. I'll be right back here in April, and we'll be heading into Dallas for WrestleMania 38. I'll be saying the same exact fucking thing. Clip it. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on the podcast. I'm telling you, man, I got to start the week off right. It's going to be a big week. It's going to be a big week, man. A lot of wrestling. I may hang myself after this week. But it's going to be nonstop throughout the entire week, man. So we got Raw tonight. We got the Hall of Fame tomorrow, which I quite frankly don't give a shit about. I'll be with Big Hodge. My boy Jason will be filming some commercials for critiques and connoisseurs. So we'll be doing that somewhere, whether it's here at the house or going somewhere. It's going to be 70 degrees tomorrow here in Queens. So I got that tomorrow. I also got a big live stream on Twitch tomorrow. I'll be playing with my boy, Mr. Soldier 1 HD. We'll be playing some Warzone. I'm not really a good Warzone player. In fact, I'm actually the Monday Night Raw of Warzone players. I'm awful. But we're going to be doing duos, and we're going to be playing tactical gameplay. Oh, but you're a camper sitting in a building with a claymore. That's exactly what I'll be doing tomorrow. Why? Because I don't give a shit. And we're looking for the W's. That's tomorrow. Wednesday, we got TakeOver. NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver Night 1. I'll be live solo on Wednesday night. So we're gonna cover NXT TakeOver at Night 1 on Wednesday. Why, you ask? It's the most important show of the night. It's the more important show of the two shows on Wednesday night. So when I cover something, I'm going to cover the most important. Dynamite will be live on Thursday afternoon. I got to see if Jesse's going to be with me. I'll be covering Dynamite on Thursday afternoon. Thursday night, we'll be live again after TakeOver at Night 2. So it's going to be a back-to-back-to-back live stream Wednesday, Thursday combo. Friday, I have no idea what I'm doing Friday. All I know is I got SmackDown on Friday. The SmackDown that they're hyping up as the unofficial Night 1 of WrestleMania, which we all know it's not because they'll be performing in front of virtual geeks inside the Thunderdome. Friday, SmackDown. I don't know what I'm doing Friday afternoon. I was wanting to maybe do a preview and predictions for WrestleMania and get my boy Ticket Drew on the show because we talked about it. We've been wanting to work together. I'm not sure what's going on because he'll be in Tampa. He's actually going to Mania. And then I don't know if I want to do anything Friday because I might want to take it easy because Saturday is WrestleMania. I don't even think there's going to be an off the script this weekend. So if I do a preview and predictions, that's going to be your WrestleMania. That's going to be your off the script, I should say. WrestleMania preview and predictions. Then obviously WrestleMania night 1, night 2, Sunday night, Saturday night, and then Monday Night Raw. The Raw after Mania is always big. And then NXT debuts on Tuesday night next week. So it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a complete mess, man. So that's the tentative schedule right now for what I got going on. I got to fill in the blanks on Friday and what I want to do, but that is everything that's going on here on the podcast. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here on Off the Script, Monday Night Raw review. It's April 5th, 2021. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for all notifications. If you guys want to hit that thumbs up, we are at 411 thumbs up right now. Make sure you guys go and hit that thumbs up. Let's try for the goal of 750 likes before we end the stream tonight. Super chats are open. Get them on in. We'll hang out at the end of the show like we usually do. So get them on in. Super chats are always open and always appreciated. Thank you to the mods in the chat. We got Hoolagrim, we got Raging Girl Gamer, we got Hoot Media in the chat. Thank you guys for modding the beginning of the week, this busy week for Off the Script. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JDfromNY206. That is on Twitter and Instagram, like I said. Make sure you guys go and support through the Patreon page, patreon.com/JDfromNY206. Make sure you guys go get your t-shirts. Bonfire.com is the exclusive home of Off the Script. Mouthmasker.com for your masks, your face coverings. Hopefully we don't need them soon. Not going to happen, but a boy could wish. It's mouthmasker.com/OTS. Go get your black and white Off the Script masks. And if you want to support the podcast through today's sponsor, you could definitely do that as well. DrSquatch.com. That is code SCRIPT at checkout for 20% off. So make sure you guys go and check them out. They got everything you need. Soaps, shampoos, toothpaste, deodorant, you name it. You want to smell your best? They're going to give it to you. You want to look your best? They're going to give it to you. You're already listening to the best, so why not use the best when it comes to men's hygiene? DrSquatch.com. Use code SCRIPT at checkout for 20% off. Monday Night Raw opened up with Drew McIntyre. I almost fell asleep during Drew McIntyre's promo. It's the same old song and dance every fucking week. Getting tired of this shit. I am making a bold prediction right now about Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is going to get booed out of Raymond James Stadium on Saturday night. Why? Because I honestly think everybody wants Bobby Lashley to retain the WWE Championship. I think Bobby Lashley is just a lot cooler. I think the Hurt Business breaking them up is going to send the fans the wrong message. WWE thought that they were doing, let's break up the Hurt Business. And we all know that that happened because Vince McMahon's a fucking idiot and he doesn't know shit. So I honestly think the fans at WrestleMania who are going to be the smart fans, they're going to take that and they're going to use that to cheer on Bobby Lashley because everything that WWE does that we like, they fucking ruin. So the fans, they know that. So that's going to get Bobby Lashley cheered at WrestleMania, and Drew McIntyre is going to be booed out of the building. That's just my honest prediction. I would not be shocked if that happens. Do I think Drew McIntyre is winning the WWE title? I think so. They could certainly call an audible, depending on how the crowd is reacting, because who the fuck wants to give Drew McIntyre the WWE Championship when he's being booed out of the building? Doesn't really bode well for his third title reign. So I honestly think Drew McIntyre is winning. Who he wrestles after that, I have no fucking idea. Watch him do Bray Wyatt versus Drew McIntyre for the first new feud after WrestleMania. You thought it was bad before WrestleMania. Wait till after WrestleMania. They got nothing planned. But Drew McIntyre opened the show. McIntyre recalled what WrestleMania was like last year before moving on to Lashley. Why would you want to recall what happened last year at WrestleMania? You were in an empty gymnasium. I couldn't stand to watch it. It was so fucking depressing. He said it would be the biggest fight of their careers. Now, Tom Phillips on tonight's show, I think he was a droid or an android of sorts. He was a robotic creature tonight. Over and over and over and over again, this guy mentioned that Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre were in the main event of WrestleMania. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Are they legitimately the main event of WrestleMania? Because I don't know if I'm watching the right show. There are 2 nights of WrestleMania. I mean, if you want to word it in that way, that means it's the biggest match of the entire weekend, which we know it's not. The main event of WrestleMania. What does that mean? Is it main eventing night 1? Are you saying it's the main event of WrestleMania because it's the WWE title match? I'm not sure I understand where WWE and Tom Phillips are coming from. I'm telling you right now, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair should main event night 1. Why? I'm not going for political agendas here. I don't give a fuck if you're male or female. Okay? I'm not sticking up for the women's division on Monday night. It's fucking horrendous. But I am sticking up for logic. Not only is it going to be a great match, which I'm sure we all know that it's going to be a great match, but Bianca Belair won the Royal Rumble. Bianca Belair should be in the main event of WrestleMania because she won the right to do so via the Royal Rumble. Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley have nothing to do with the main event of WrestleMania because the match was made out of thin air. Somebody wrote their names on a paper and they claimed that was the main event. Meanwhile, Bianca Belair lasted through 29 other women in the Royal Rumble. That's the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. I don't give a shit how bad the storyline is. I don't give a shit if WWE failed with the build. We all know that they did. The feud sucks. The build sucks. But she won the Royal Rumble. Thus, she won the right to main event WrestleMania. So that should be the last match of the night. And I said this on Saturday, off the script. Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley, they don't need to be the main event of WrestleMania. Why? Because WWE's not having a pre-show on Saturday. There's no pre-show on Saturday. The pre-show for Saturday is happening on SmackDown. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and that 4-way tag team title match is happening on Friday. So the first thing that you are going to see is somebody's legit entrance. Drew McIntyre, he won the WWE Championship from Brock Lesnar in an empty arena, in an empty gymnasium last year with nobody. 3 cameramen and a commentary team. That's it. So I think just based off what happened last year with him, I think he should open this year's show to be the first out there in front of fans at WrestleMania 37. It just fits. It just makes sense. So those are my quick thoughts there on main event, what's not the main event, what is the main event, who should main event. Fucking guys that just reiterate, main event of WrestleMania, main event of... What exactly is the main event of WrestleMania? The main event of WrestleMania is Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns versus Edge. That's the main event of WrestleMania. Not Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry. He noted their similar career paths, but the biggest difference between them was McIntyre's willingness to sacrifice. McIntyre said Lashley always had the luxury of being able to go home after work, but McIntyre didn't always have that luxury during his career. There was a time he was across the ocean while his mom was at home sick, and he couldn't go visit. McIntyre wondered how Lashley could beat a man who was willing to sacrifice everything. Baron Corbin wasn't going to stop him tonight, and he planned on ending the almighty era. I'll tell you what, Baron Corbin might not be able to stop Drew McIntyre, but he'll certainly be able to stop us from watching this fucking show, because I don't think anybody was left standing at the end of the fucking show. You all went to go do something else. Baron Corbin's music hits, goodbye. Anything and everything is a lot more interesting than Baron Corbin. So, Lashley and MVP interrupted. And Lashley said it took them both a long time to reach the top, the tippity top of the mountain. But now only one of them can remain there. Lashley knew that the locker room was afraid of McIntyre, but Lashley saw fear in him last week when he put him in the Hurt Lock. They argued about who was tougher until McIntyre dared him to come to the ring MVP cut him off before he could finish to remind him that their match is Saturday and not tonight. MVP said he would lose dignity, consciousness, and the match at Mania. McIntyre said he would run over Lashley at Mania. MVP thought that was a tough talk from someone who may not make it to Mania. Baron Corbin came out. He's wearing a suit. He planned on finishing what he started last week, and there would be no championship match for McIntyre. Corbin said he would kick McIntyre's punk ass. I'm not sure that promo was intimidating enough. Baron Corbin didn't use the word bitch in his promo. That was pretty much it. Wow, Drew, you really make a case for you being the WWE champion again. Where were you all these other months? Now we're finally getting the real Drew McIntyre. What happened last year? We didn't get the real Drew McIntyre? Now we're getting the real Drew McIntyre and the guy that's going to sacrifice everything to get the WWE title, right? What didn't you sacrifice last year against Lesnar? Not sure I am comprehending here. Like I said months ago, I'm going to reiterate it for the fucking geeks in the back that want to argue about what I have to say every fucking week on social media. Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley is not a main event of WrestleMania. It never was. It never will be. It's a mid-card match at best. And you're more than likely getting it to open the fucking show. So who's going to be right on Saturday? Me. I'd be shocked if this match closes the show on Saturday night. The feud is fucking trash. As soon as they broke up the Hurt Business, as soon as they took Cedric and Shelton from Bobby, and as soon as they put Baron Corbin in this storyline, you lost every ounce of interest from me and everybody else, period. Nobody gives a shit. Bobby Lashley won the title a month ago from The Miz. Does he feel like a WWE champion going into Mania? You didn't know what to do with him. The WWE title was fucking ruined before Bobby Lashley even touched it, and then you made Bobby Lashley into a weak champion for a couple of weeks because you were taking the Hurt Business away from him. Then he wanted help. Then he enlisted Baron Corbin. Now he's going into Mania. They tried to book him strong tonight going into Mania, but it's too little too late. It's too little too late. I don't care. Bobby Lashley's not the guy to carry this brand for 6 to 12 months, and Drew McIntyre is boring as a babyface. The babyface shtick for Drew McIntyre is boring. I'm over it. If he wins the WWE Championship, my question to all the fucking geeks out there on social media, who does he defend the title against? Who does he defend the title against coming out of Mania? There's not many people on that show. Do we run back AJ Styles? Do we go Randy Orton again? Does Edge come over from SmackDown to go back to Raw to challenge Drew McIntyre? Oh man, imagine that. What should have been the main event of WrestleMania on Saturday night? They'll do it after Mania. Or worst case scenario, The Fiend. Because Bray Wyatt needs another fucking shot at a championship, which will bury him even further. Like we didn't do that the first 2 times. Give me a break. Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods versus AJ Styles. This match went 2 minutes, folks. Probably less than that. 2 minutes, Xavier Woods wins with an interference small package. Imagine putting AJ Styles in a match against one of the members of the New Day and have it go 2 minutes. It's pretty much what happened here, folks. We were in for a long night just based off this match alone. So we got Kingston slipping in the ring, which caused Styles to get, confused for a second. Woods rolled him up for the win. And this was 3 straight losses now, the announcers said. 3 straight losses for AJ Styles. They're probably winning the tag team championships, him and Omos, on Saturday night. And my question is, if they do that, who are they defending the championships against? There are no other teams on Monday Night Raw. Beats me. Your guess is as good as mine. There's no other teams in the tag team division on Monday Night Raw. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Good on you, Bruce. It's quality fucking television you got on Monday night. Braun Strowman in the ring. Braun is in the ring. He said he had to deal with people like Shane bullying him because of his perception. He said those people don't know who he is or what he's really made of. He said Shane produced a fake report card. Give me a break, Strowman. Give me a break, Strowman. A fake report card. We all know that was real, you fucking clown. Give me a break. You got grades greater than a D? Oh, man. This guy is really as dumb as we think he is. A fake report card to get underneath his skin. He said Shane doesn't know what he's gotten himself into. He said he can run his mouth all he wants, but at WrestleMania, he'll be locked inside that cage with him. He says he's going to whoop Shane's ass, not just for himself, but for anyone who has been called stupid. So Braun Strowman is sticking up for all the people out there. It's great. It's great. Was Braun Strowman bullied as a young child? You mean to tell me that I'm supposed to sit here and believe that Braun Strowman was bullied as a young child? This guy was probably fucking 6 times the size of everybody he went to school with, but Braun Strowman was bullied, right? Give me a break. Braun said the last thing Shane hears on Saturday won't be, "Here comes the money." He said it'll be, "Here comes the body bag." He said he will turn him into a corpse. Ooh. Oh, man. Strowman, you're scaring me, bro. You're scaring me. How stupid can he be? He put those sentences beautifully together, right? Shane walked to the stage, and he came out to, "Here comes the money." So Shane walked to the stage. He said asking him to pick the match stipulation was an intelligence test. Clearly, Braun Strowman failed the intelligence test, man. And it would seem on the surface he chose wisely. Well, he didn't really choose wisely because he said the steel cage match is going to keep everybody and all of your goons outside the ring. No, it's not. When has a WWE-issued steel cage match ever kept anyone from the outside inside? I'd love for you to fucking tell me that. Hell in a Cell doesn't even keep people out. And that's got a fucking roof on top. This steel cage is wide open. It's wide open. Somebody certainly will be inside the cage. I'd be shocked if there's nobody inside the cage. So he said with any normal man, it'd be a good choice, but he's a McMahon. He said he'll outwit him and defeat him. Sure. This entire storyline is not making me sympathize with Braun Strowman whatsoever. It really did make, at the end of all of it, everybody was thinking Braun is really dumb. Whee! That's all we think of Braun Strowman. He's not intelligent. He's not wise. He's not going to outwit Shane McMahon. Guy's a fucking idiot. This entire storyline is WWE pretty much telling you what they really think of Braun Strowman. He's really stupid in the eyes of WWE management. That's all it is. And this match is garbage. Guarantee you most of the population watching this fucking show on Saturday night going to use this match as a goddamn bathroom break. Give me a break. Braun Strowman, if Braun Strowman versus Elias and Braun Strowman versus Jackson Ryker the last couple weeks weren't enough, let's do Braun Strowman versus both of them at the same time. Wow, man, the creative juices in the boardroom are overflowing, Bruce. Like Niagara Falls, Bruce. My God, how long did it take you to come up with this one? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Braun Strowman wins. What did you think was going to happen here? Elias was going to win? Fuck out of here. Oh, my God. Braun ended up power slamming both of them and then covering both of them simultaneous for the 3 count. Great. Miz and Morrison, they noted that they saw a scratch in Bad Bunny's multi-million-dollar sports car, a $3 million Bugatti, which I do believe is actually owned by Mr. Bunny. He rolls in with the Bugatti, beautiful white color, got some black on it as well. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. None of us would be able to afford that in 1,000 lifetimes. He said they are artists, and they will apply that skill to fix the blemish. So they had what was obviously some watercoloring. This wasn't real paint. This was not real paint at all. They'd be fucking absolutely out of their minds to do anything to this car. Anything at all. And they took a paintbrush with red watercoloring, and they painted, hey, hey, hop, hop on the car. Miz drew a bunny with X's for eyes. And they just kind of painted up the car. They were vandalizing the car. Were Miz and Mars. So, Bad Bunny, he was strolling into the arena, and he saw the red paint on his car. Miz and Morrison then attacked him from behind. Morrison yelled, "This is what happens when you disrespect us." Miz says he doesn't respect his car, and he doesn't respect him, and he will ruin him at WrestleMania just like he ruined his car. Adam Pearce then ran in and yelled for some help. He was shooing them away. Bunny sat up, grabbing his neck. Priest joined in, and they all came to Bad Bunny's aid as Miz and Morrison ran away. Great. It's awesome. A Bugatti, vandalizing the Bugatti, and Bad Bunny getting beat up. Finally, Miz showing that he's actually a heel. Great. No rapping in bunny suits, no fucking clown-like juvenile bullshit. He vandalized his car, he sneak attacked this motherfucker, ran away. Great. Why haven't we seen this Miz all year? Asuka and Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. I don't really understand why Rhea Ripley and Asuka were teaming together here tonight. I really don't get it. It is absolutely ridiculous that you have the challenger and champion teaming up 5 days before WrestleMania. It just speaks laziness to me. Like they didn't know what to do with either two of these women. Thus, we're getting a title match between Rhea Ripley and Asuka at WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley, I said this over and over again, not a fan of Rhea Ripley at all. I think she looks absolutely ridiculous. I think she is cringe to the max. There's something about her that doesn't resonate with me at all. I just think that it's trying too hard. It's not genuine. I think she's overproduced. And they announced Rhea Ripley's getting a live musical entrance. For the people that recorded her Brutality theme song, they're actually going to be there in attendance at Raymond James Stadium singing her to the ring on Sunday night. Which we all know what that means. Normally when you get a live musical performance, you are going to be on the receiving end of a loss. Doesn't really bode well, as history has already proven to us. But the fact that Rhea Ripley was teaming with Asuka is ridiculous. And the fact that she's even getting a title shot is even more ridiculous. Don't know what Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler have to do with Rhea Ripley and Asuka. Like I said, this is just WWE not knowing what to do with them 5 days before WrestleMania. If this match didn't make any sense to you, what do you think everybody thinks of their championship match at WrestleMania? Doesn't make any sense at all. So this went 12 minutes. This was one of the longer efforts of the night. I didn't really give a shit about it, to be honest with you, because I don't care about challenger and champion teaming up. WWE's thing this year is, can they coexist as partners? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about them teaming up? The issue is the Raw Women's Championship. Get the tag team championships away from the main women's singles title. Stop it. All year, WWE has put those tag team titles in something with the singles title. Get rid of them. Focus on one and focus on the other individually. No more. It's 1:12 minutes. Jackson Baszler worked over Ripley following a small commercial break. Ripley dropkicked Jax before tagging in Asuka, who at this point hesitated before accepting the tag. Can they coexist? Asuka fought off both women before giving Baszler a German suplex and a shining wizard for 2. Asuka climbed the top rope. Ripley knocked her off the top rope to the outside. Ripley then started to attack Asuka on the outside before tossing her back into the ring, where Baszler followed with a knee strike for the pinfall on Asuka. Asuka lost this tag team match. Ripley is a heel, I'm assuming. And Asuka suffered another loss. Another loss as Raw Women's Champion. Now, the champion got pinned and the title challenger got beat up in this match for a decent amount of time. Rhea Ripley turned heel, cost Asuka the match. And like I said before, Ripley's getting the live musical performance at WrestleMania, which doesn't bode well if you go back and use your historical references to see who wins and who loses based on musical performances. The way I see it, with Ripley getting the musical performance, I think they're giving Ripley that big WrestleMania spotlight in front of fans, but Asuka's going to win the match. Ripley cost Asuka the match. Asuka lost on the go-home show. I don't envision Asuka losing at WrestleMania. I don't envision Asuka losing, period, because I just feel Asuka needs it. She hasn't defended that Raw Women's Championship on pay-per-view in about 7-8 months or so, somewhere in between that time. She's had a absolutely miserable title reign. And now she's going into WrestleMania as the Raw Women's Champion. I think at the end of the day, Asuka needs it most. Ripley, it's her first singles match on the main roster. It's at WrestleMania. She's getting a live musical performance that's going to offset WWE giving her a loss because she's going to come off as a big deal anyway. They don't really give musical performances out to just anybody at WrestleMania. So that's going to compensate for her taking a loss at WrestleMania. That's just the way I see it. I do think WWE is saving Charlotte for Asuka. Charlotte's going to take the championship from Asuka, and Ripley is going to turn babyface, and Ripley sometime later this year is probably going to take the title from Charlotte Flair. Well, she might not get the championship at all. Becky Lynch is... Actually, you know what? Never mind Becky Lynch. She's probably going to SmackDown because Dickface over there is on SmackDown. So there you go. Never mind. Charlotte takes the title from Asuka. Rhea Ripley turns babyface, takes the title from Charlotte, avenges her loss at last year's WrestleMania. Goodbye. Goodbye. I got news on Rhea Ripley. She isn't the brightest light bulb in the box. She actually said that she would be down for a Raw Women's title match at WrestleMania if it turned into a triple threat match with Charlotte Flair being added. Now, clearly, she doesn't know what she's dealing with. Why would she want that? But she says this, and I quote, I'd be down for that match if she got added, but also in a selfish way, I really want to have a one-on-one match with Asuka. It's something that I've wanted for a long, long time. I've always wanted to step in the ring with Asuka, and we haven't had a one-on-one match ever. So I think there is that it factor that everybody's really excited about. I would be even more excited about it if you didn't book it out of nowhere and you put some fucking effort and story into it. If Charlotte gets added to the match, if she's not at WrestleMania, and WrestleMania is not going to miss Charlotte Flair, I'm telling you right now, WrestleMania will not be better or worse, Charlotte Flair included or not included. Doesn't matter. Charlotte Flair is not a factor to WrestleMania. In fact, Charlotte Flair is leaning towards making it worse if she was added. She holds no factor whatsoever on her being included or not included at WrestleMania. There is this it factor that everybody's really excited about. If Charlotte gets added to the match, I'm still not going to complain. Still going to be a fantastic match, and it's going to be a fantastic story. If Charlotte was added to the match, Ripley would not win the championship and not be given a chance at all. At all. So be careful what you wish for, Mr. or Mrs. rather, Rhea Ripley. Give me a break. Ridiculous. Moving on. Cedric Alexander approached MVP backstage. MVP said he hoped he wasn't looking to get himself back into the Hurt business. Cedric shoved him. Shelton showed up. Cedric said MVP is a parasite, and without them, he's a crippled, washed-up has-been. Cedric said he might not beat Lashley tonight, but he'll give him a scar to remember him by. He said he can't wait to watch Drew kick his teeth in at WrestleMania and expose him in front of everyone. Shelton looked at MVP's necklace that says The Hurt Business, THB. And he told him to keep his crippled ass out of the way. So Mackenzie Mitchell comes up and she approached MVP and asked if he is concerned about Lashley's match later. MVP, don't know why he's being interviewed here. He just got embarrassed on national television by Cedric Alexander. Says he is not concerned. He's never concerned about Lashley. And he is disappointed in the arrogant, ungrateful attitude of Cedric and Shelton. He says it's because of him that they got bumped to business class. Him, they were eating at fancy steakhouses. It was because of him they were wearing fancy suits and won the tag team titles and were relevant again. Lashley walked up to MVP and said, "What happened?" MVP said, "Listen, it's okay. I'm going to break his ass in half," says Bobby Lashley. You know, I had a news article on Off the Script Saturday about the Hurt Business and why they were broken up. And I'm not surprised by it whatsoever. Bobby Lashley and MVP, and I'm sure Cedric and Shelton, all went to Vince McMahon and lobbied for the Hurt Business to remain intact. They all knew what was going to happen. Especially Cedric and Shelton. They all knew it didn't make any sense to break them up. Dave Bautista even tweeted on Twitter and said, "Who breaks up the Hurt Business this early? No one." He says it was a mistake. Vince McMahon broke up the Hurt Business for absolutely no reason. And the reason that it was something that he decided upon, it's because he wanted to do it. And he didn't want anybody to question why he wanted to do it. He just woke up one morning and said, "I want the Hurt Business broken up." I don't know what good business sense that makes. MVP with Bobby Lashley is great. MVP, Shelton, Cedric, and Bobby Lashley were the best group on the main roster. They weren't great. They weren't like, oh my God. They weren't like Undisputed Era great. They weren't like Shield great. But they were a great faction. They gelled. They looked the part. Every one of those guys is super talented. MVP legitimately is an MVP of Monday Night Raw dating back to when the pandemic started. MVP has been one of the best parts of Monday Night Raw. And it's because of him that Shelton and Cedric's careers were once again revitalized. So now I got to ask, why did you break them up? You went from 4 guys that worked cohesively, incredibly together, to now just Lashley and MVP. Where does that leave Cedric and where does that leave Shelton? Right back to catering. They're not going to do anything. They're in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on Friday. They're not at WrestleMania performing in front of fans. They went from Hurt Business to losing the tag team titles to the Battle Royal in front of the Thunderdome, which is not at WrestleMania. What happens after WrestleMania? They'll be sitting together in catering and they'll be complaining about the whys and why nots, the could have beens and should have beens of the Hurt Business. But this is how dangerous, this is how mental, this is how insane Vince McMahon is to the WWE product. He's a detriment to the WWE product. You take the best part of Monday Night Raw, and now it's no longer there. And it didn't really work wonders for Bobby Lashley either. Because when Cedric and Shelton were kicked out of the Hurt Business, WWE was on their way to booking Bobby Lashley as a weak champion. Soon as the Hurt Business was on these splits, they go from Bobby Lashley looking like a dominant fucking savage to the Hurt Business no more, and Bobby Lashley seeking help to take out Drew McIntyre. When has Bobby Lashley needed anybody to take out anyone he is targeting? Bobby Lashley's taking everybody out by himself for the better part of a year. Now he needs help? Now he needs help. Why is that? Why is that? There's some conspiracy theories going around. Did Vince break up the Hurt Business because he knew the Hurt Business was going to be cheered at WrestleMania and they wanted to save Drew McIntyre? How over was the Hurt Business? They were pretty damn over, right? Could he have broken up the Hurt Business to save Drew McIntyre from being booed out of the building, which I don't think really is going to matter anyway, because I think he's going to get booed out of the building regardless. Or maybe he just used Bobby Lashley, gave him a little bone to chew on. Here's a WWE title run for a month. You've been doing this for 17 years. You've been working your ass off, but you're going to be an interim champion for Drew McIntyre. A transitional champion. So when he loses the championship, he'll go right back to the mid-card and be challenging Matt Riddle for the United States title. Or Sheamus. Sheamus for the United States Championship. But the Hurt Business didn't need to be broken up. In fact, the Hurt Business didn't even hit their stride yet. What exactly did they do on Monday Night Raw? They didn't do anything. You could have added a female member. You could have added another male member. You really could have made them a dominant faction. But WWE didn't have any plans. They could have moved over to SmackDown. You could have moved the Hurt Business via a shakeup or a draft over to SmackDown, and they could have had a slew of new opponents. Yeah, just break them up. Just break them up. Bobby Lashley will retreat back to the mid-card, and Cedric and Shelton, forget about it. They'll sit in catering and collect their paychecks. Awful. Absolutely awful, man. So we got Mackenzie. Mackenzie going up to Jax and Baszler with Reginald backstage. Congratulated them on their victory over Rhea Ripley and Asuka. She asked about having to defend their tag team titles after the tag team turmoil match. So WWE announced a tag team turmoil match that is happening on night one of WrestleMania. Saturday, not Friday. I wish Friday, but Saturday. So we got Naomi and Lana versus Catering and Catering 1.5. Who are they, JD? Who are they, you ask? You know. If you listen to the show, you know. Go ask Mean Marky D who Catering is. Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. And then Tamina Snuka and Natalya. And WWE's website is listing Carmella and Billie Kay a part of this tag team turmoil match. You know how I feel about getting everybody on the show for the sake of getting everybody on the show. I hate it. WWE always tries to get everybody on the show for the sake of everybody on the show. I hate it so much. This is that. This is that. The very definition of that. Who wins this match? Who wins this match? We got Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. I think they're everybody's favorites to win this thing. Who do I think is going to win? Natalya and Tamina have been booked strong for a reason. I do think that they may end up getting the victory, but I do think the team that deserves it most is Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. I will not accept anything else but Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. Not that I give a fuck about the women's tag team titles, but I know who deserves an opportunity. And that's Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. They should take down Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Shayna should go on to be a single and get Nia Jax away from everybody because she's fucking horrendous. The winner of this tag team turmoil match would go on to challenge Shayna and Nia on night 2. So now both nights have 7 matches in total. I'm still trying to figure out why the men's tag team championships on SmackDown are not on this show, but this match is. This match couldn't be on Friday SmackDown. Let's get another women's match on the show, another worthless women's match on the show, as if anybody fucking cares about any of these women. Give me a break. So, that's that. Baszler asks if she's even got a partner. Billie Kay walked up to everybody and gave her resume and the photo. And Shayna asked, do you even have a partner? Peyton said Carmella is reviewing her resume. Or Billie Kay, rather, is reviewing her resume. Jax says she doesn't have time for this. The rest of the teams were arguing amongst each other, and Billie Kay was shoved out of the way like she usually is because she's fucking trash. Bobby Lashley with MVP versus Cedric Alexander. Shelton Benjamin was in his corner. MVP was on commentary before the bell. Shelton jumped Lashley. Cedric joined in and they double-teamed Lashley. MVP said Lashley's got this. He wasn't rattled. Don't worry about it. Lashley then cleared the ring of Shelton, turned his attention to Cedric. The bell rang, and this one was over in just about 10 minutes. Cedric got some offense in, but it was Cedric in the Hurt Lock, and that was pretty much it. It went 10 minutes or so, which in Bobby Lashley's time really should have been about 3 minutes, because that's what Lashley should be doing, dominating people on the way to WrestleMania. But I will give WWE a pass here. He was double-teamed before the match, which led to him being on the defensive, and Cedric tried to get the best of him with the help of Shelton, so that's why it went 10 minutes. Hurt Lock, Cedric taps out, and that's it. Bad Bunny. He was with Damian Priest, and he comes out to the ring, cuts a promo. This was long, arduous, painful, and just blatantly unnecessary. Bad Bunny said he just came here following his dreams and believing in his dreams because he loves this business and has great memories watching with his family. He said he doesn't know how to feel after this experience. Said he wanted to perform, to do his job. He says he's very grateful for the opportunity to perform at the Royal Rumble. And he made a song about Booker T because he loves the business so much. And he's a fan of all these Hall of Famers he was mentioning. Triple H and Steve Austin and Ric Flair, The Undertaker, Booker T. He said he even used to respect and love The Miz. He said Miz disrespected him from the first day he showed up with no reason. He said he isn't a professional wrestler, but he's a man. He said Miz broke his TV set, disrespected his DJ, his career, his music, and his fans for absolutely no reason. He said he knows he jumped from the top rope at the Royal Rumble onto them. He changed to Spanish and cut this promo in Spanish for a little bit. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, and expressed himself a little bit more comfortably, I guess, because that's his native language. Then he went back to English, and he said what he did was no reason for him to hit him with a guitar or paint his sports car. Who do you think you are? Bad Bunny said to The Miz. He said The Miz is a legend, and he respects that. But he doesn't respect him back. He said he crossed the line, and he doesn't know why, and he doesn't care. He said this Saturday is going to show him how to respect Bad Bunny. He said he will shut his mouth and whip his ass. And then he finished the promo again in Spanish, which I guess he just reiterated what he said in English in Spanish. So Miz and Morrison interrupted on the Titantron and applauded very sarcastically. Miz told Bunny he doesn't belong here. He said that he's overstayed his welcome in the WWE and he's going to embarrass and hurt him and send him back home. So they accept the tag team challenge. They got into a limo. Morrison said, "Oh, this is classy." So WWE went from Bad Bunny to The Miz, and now into a tag team match with Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus Miz and Morrison, which I actually think is a lot better. I don't want to see Bad Bunny in the ring all by himself. This is going to make the match a lot better because I don't think Bad Bunny is good enough to hold a 5-10 minute match with The Miz. This gives Damian Priest the opportunity to really lead in this match, take a brunt of the defense, get Bad Bunny the hot tag, have him come in, do a few fun spots, pop the crowd a little bit, pin The Miz in the end, goodbye. And then Damian Priest gets his WrestleMania match, WrestleMania moment, he's there with Bad Bunny, they stand tall in the end. This works out better for not only the match, but everybody involved. And WWE did the right thing. They announced the singles match with Miz and Bad Bunny because Priest was dealing with a possible broken nose. I read that he almost broke his nose training with The Undertaker at the Performance Center. And then Morrison, he was dealing with a knee injury, I believe a minor knee injury off of a dive a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw. So they weren't cleared. And now I guess this week they were cleared and WWE made the match. And they actually went about this very wisely, did WWE management. So the match itself, in my honest opinion, is a better match tag team match instead of a singles match. That's just me. We got Sheamus. We seen a clip of Sheamus last week attacking Riddle before their match. And we seen Matt Riddle showing Sheamus he wasn't a pushover, or saying he wasn't a pushover, and he wasn't done with him yet. Said he loved his fighting style or his fighting side, and when he gets, that way he just gets a little angry. So we got Sheamus out here for a commentary gig while Riddle went up against Ali. So we got Riddle versus Ali here. Another random match that means absolutely nothing. I feel so bad for Ali, man. I really do. Ali's match at WrestleMania Ali should have had a match at WrestleMania, and his match at WrestleMania should have been against Kofi Kingston. That's what Ali's match should have been. WWE failed to tell that story with Mustafa Ali and Kofi Kingston. That just goes to show you that they don't give a single shit about Mustafa Ali. I mean, it doesn't even take all that much effort to tell their story. I mean, just go back and use history as your guide. And Ali was in Retribution. So it did make sense with him being the leader of Retribution to go seek out Kofi. And now he's solo again. With all the other members of Retribution seemingly disappeared. They're in the Battle Royal. Maybe they play up that storyline and finish that storyline in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I have no idea. All I know is all those guys in Retribution should really take the masks off and go back under their former aliases. But Ali, man, I feel so sorry for him. His match at WrestleMania should undoubtedly be against Kofi Kingston. If we could get Sammy versus Kevin Owens built up in a couple weeks, if we could get Seth Rollins versus Cesaro at WrestleMania, there's no reason why we couldn't get Kofi Kingston versus Mustafa Ali at WrestleMania. But WWE had no other tag team options, and what they're giving us as far as the Raw Tag Team title match is concerned is legitimately the only option that they have. Give the New Day the tag team titles and feud them with a team that, up until about 3 weeks ago, didn't even exist. AJ Styles and Omos. It's all WWE's fault, man. It's all WWE's fault. Riddle gave Ali a sunset flip. Ali kicked out of it, stomped on Riddle's bare foot. Ali stomped on Riddle's ribs and scored a 2 count. Ali stopped a Riddle comeback with the Kofi clutch. Riddle then cradle suplexed him and applied a triangle. Ali put his foot on the bottom rope to force a break. Sheamus was at ringside, Saxton was asking Sheamus if he was impressed with Matt Riddle's in-ring ability. Sheamus says he knows Riddle is great in the ring, but he is better than Matt Riddle. Riddle caught Ali midair going for a DDT, turned it into the Bro Derek for the win. Riddle was yelling over at Sheamus afterward, who's sitting on the commentary table. Sheamus stood on the desk and yelled back and said to Riddle he's taking his United States Championship. I gotta say, Matt Riddle, before he kicks off the sandals for his ring entrance, WWE added these CGI birds flying in the air. Man, they're really, really dumbing this guy down into a fucking comedy show, man. Yes, we know he likes his extracurricular activities when he's by himself at home. We don't need all the flying high innuendos. Thanks for telling me, Bruce. I'd rather hear from Riddle in a more organic, comedic, Matt Riddle charisma-filled way. Not you making fun of the fucking guy because he likes to puff the magic dragon. Drew was backstage. This new interviewer, I forgot his name, Kevin Patrick, I believe his name is, interviewed Drew backstage and asked how he feels about Corbin trying to take his place at WrestleMania. McIntyre said, you'd think Corbin would have more sense than to come after him right before WrestleMania. Nothing makes sense on this show, man. So why are you even asking? Drew said everybody could say something bad about Corbin. Oh, you could, but you'll find yourself blocked on Twitter, just like everybody else. Said he'll do whatever it takes to get the job done, so he'll be on his toes, but it'll end with a Claymore, so he can move on to his date with destiny to regain his WWE Championship. So Lashley was watching TV backstage. Mackenzie Mitchell walked up to Lashley and asked if he would rather face McIntyre or Corbin. Lashley said if McIntyre survives, he'd love to face him. He says Drew can't give him the promised ass whooping when he's got a hurt lock coming to him. And he turned away from Mackenzie Mitchell and watched the monitor as Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre were on their way to the ring. You know, I always found it to be ridiculous that Bobby Lashley offered Baron Corbin a match at WrestleMania if he takes out Drew McIntyre. Let me reiterate that for you, for everybody in the back that didn't hear me. Bobby Lashley offered Baron Corbin a match at WrestleMania if he took out Drew McIntyre. How does that make Bobby Lashley look like a fighting champion? Sounds ridiculous to me. I don't know who writes this shit. I don't know who approves this shit. I don't know who quality controls this shit. It is shit. This show is shit. Drew McIntyre versus Baron Corbin is your main event on the go-home edition of Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania. They started this match with 20 minutes to go before the top of the 11 o'clock hour. 20 minutes. Was it a decent match? Yeah. Corbin isn't horrendous. Drew McIntyre is very good. But if you are asking me to care about Drew McIntyre getting to WrestleMania because he's got to go through Baron Corbin, Jesus fucking Christ, man, go get a magic lamp and wish for 3 wishes. You still couldn't get me to fucking do it or care. This match wasn't bad, but my God, man, it is easily the most worthless main event you could possibly ever book on any show, period. So we got a commercial break. McIntyre hit a Northern Light suplex for a 2, but Corbin took control after ramming Drew into the ring post. Corbin followed with a choke slam. I'll give Corbin credit. Some of his offense is really good. The choke slam is really good. The deep six is good. I think Baron Corbin's got the best finisher in all of WWE with the End of Days. It's the most protected finisher outside the RKO is the End of Days. Choke slam for a 2. McIntyre came back with the spine buster. Corbin did a side slam for a 2. McIntyre came back with a future shock DDT. Corbin hit a superplex for 2, a deep 6 for 2. They were really playing it up like he was going to beat Drew McIntyre. MVP was on commentary. He got up. He went to the ring. And he yelled at Corbin, "Hey, Corbin, this is not about beating Drew McIntyre. All you have to do is take him out. And you get a championship match at WrestleMania," which sounds fucking ridiculous. God, don't even tease it. Don't even tease it. So he handed Corbin his cane. Corbin went to go hit McIntyre with the cane. He missed. Drew ducked. He dropped the cane. Drew bounces off the ropes, delivers a massive leg slap with the Claymore kick. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre beats Baron Corbin. Goodbye. Bobby Lashley's music hits. He comes out to the stage. They stare at each other. They have some words. They exchange some words. Drew looks at the logo. Kevin Dunn shows the logo. They show Lashley. Tom Phillips shills. Main event! Main event! Main event of WrestleMania. Whatever the fuck that means. And the road to WrestleMania, as far as Monday Night Raw is concerned, is thankfully, mercifully over. And that was your Monday Night Raw. Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre went 18 minutes in the main event on the go-home show. This was the most worthless go-home show in the history of WWE. Virtually nothing happened on this show. Nothing. There's no news. Nothing. Nothing came out of this show that I could sit here and really dive into discussion. Awful. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me, man. We got super chats to go over. If you guys want to hang out for that, you are more than welcome to hang around, man. But please, if you're on your way out, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. I'll be here all week. Don't listen to those other guys, man. Fuck those other guys. This is where you want to be all weekend long. Hit that thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at JDfromNY206. It's Twitter and Instagram. And check out Dr. Squatch, man. DrSquatch.com. 20% off using code SCRIPTS. They got soaps. They got shampoos. They got conditioners. They got toothpaste. They got deodorant. All natural. All natural and organic. Stop bathing with that artificial shit, man. Dr. Squatch. When you go on your date, you want to smell good, right? You want to look good, right? Dr. Squatch is going to help you achieve all of that. DrSquatch.com. Use code SCRIPT at checkout. I use it, so I don't know why you guys wouldn't use it. If I'm putting my name to something, you better believe it's fucking good. Code SCRIPT at checkout, man. Let's hit these super chats. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I love my OTS family. Where are my super chats? Holy shit, YouTube's fucked up, man. YouTube is fucked up. Usually in the live studio, it shows all the super chats. I gotta go into my YouTube studio and look at all the super chats that came into the show. Now I can't even see the goddamn chat. I want to thank everybody that super chatted tonight. We're going to start off with Susan DM Brosio with a $5 super chat. How anybody is not in a coma or mental hospital after watching Raw is beyond me. Plus, love to Mean Marky D. Mean Marky D is fucking awesome, man. And you guys complained about the intro. Trust in the process. I know what I'm doing. Bud Artist with a $10 super chat. What's up, bud? Love you, buddy. Thank you for being a patron. Thank you for sitting VIP with me. And I'll see you on the live stream tomorrow. Me and Mr. Soldier, 1HD. We're going to play some Warzone tactical gameplay. Let's get some music going here, man. Hold on 1 second. Where's my music at over here? There you go. Bud, thank you so much, brother. Dayron Sanders with a $5 super chat. JD, I have no clue what you're going to talk about on the podcast tonight, but I'm looking forward to it. As always, love the show and appreciate all that you do, bro. Dayron, never doubt what I got going on here, man. I always got something to talk about, and if you're not entertained, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. What are you watching? Some fucking geek in the community? Shill this show. Oh, this was a good go-home show. I'm excited for WrestleMania. Mr. Cake. He's got 3 cakes here. $2 super chat, $5 super chat, $2 super chat. JD, I have a serious question. Can they coexist? I asked that very same question, bro. With Titus going to the Hall of Fame, he must have something otherworldly planned for catering. Bro, listen. This guy's like John Hammond in Jurassic Park, bro. He spares no expense. Titus. WrestleMania weekend. I sure hope Bad Bunny got PPF on his Bugatti. I don't even know why he brought it into the fucking arena, man. WWE takes one look at that thing. Hey, man, can we vandalize that? JT Golden with a $1.99 super chat. Limited Keith Lee deserves better. Shaking my head. Imagine booking Keith Lee off of WrestleMania 37. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, bro. Jack Brewer with a $10 super chat. Rather hear 3 hours of Mean Marky D than watch Raw because I won't be falling asleep. Bro, listen, don't wish ill will on Mean Marky D, bro. Please. I don't even think he would watch Monday Night Raw. I don't think Mean Marky D would do anything for 3 hours, period. Mama McMahon's Macaroni with a $4.99 super chat. Dana! Stop eating the cheese! I'll have you released. I need that for my special 6-cheese blend at WrestleMania. Mama McMahon's Macaroni. I'm going to pass along the word to Mean Marky D and Titus for you. Don't worry. Don't worry, bro. Thank you for the $4.99 in super chat. Cody Tyler Clyde with a $5 super chat. I don't know how you do podcasting. Respect. But how does it feel to know people look up to you and are as big of fans of you as they are Gargano and Cole? I don't know. Are people as big of a fan of me than Gargano and Cole? That's a stretch, man. That's a stretch. I do got some fucking creepers, though, who send me these unsolicited messages on Instagram, trying to fucking chat with me on Instagram and phone call me on Instagram. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Don't bother me. I'm here, you're there, stay in your lane. How do I do podcasting? I love it, man. I love it. It gives me an outlet to be a little more than my usual self. Bradley Robinette with a $2 YouTube super chat. Watch the Red Sox game. Sox fan for life. Raw Sox. So do the Braves. So do the Red Sox. Braves are 0-3. Got swept by Philadelphia. Go fuck yourself. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. JD, thoughts on the takeover theme? It's Rob Zombie. I love it, Mr. Cake. I love it. It fits takeover so well, man. Rob Zombie's album isn't that bad. The new one, it's not bad. Cool Jags with a $4.99 super chat. Laughing my ass off seeing my hole, a.k.a. Nia Jax, looking like a solar eclipse. was the highlight of Raw tonight. You said it, I didn't, bro. I say these things and I'll get clipped and then they'll send it to Nia and then we'll have an Alexa Bliss situation all over again. Jericho 8131 with a $5 super chat. They say that the Elimination Chamber Hell in a Cell ends careers. They should go ahead and add Monday Night Raw to the list. Bro, the number one thing in this industry that is a career killer is ending up on Monday Night Raw. I think everybody is fully aware of that. Wrestling with Respect, my friends over at Wrestling with Respect, $9.99 super chat. Since Drew won't have any challenges after Mania, do you think there is any chance that Cross does not win the title on Thursday, only to show up on Raw the day after Mania to challenge McIntyre? Listen. No. Sounds good in theory, but Cross should not lose, period. He wins the title, and the only one I could ever see beating Cross is Walter. Walter owns both NXT UK and NXT titles, and he's just an unstoppable monster. Then Cross could go to the main roster. But if Cross is going to make the main roster, you got that match in the main event of TakeOver on night 2. You can't end it in a fuck finish. Somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. Legit. Unless Cross just decimates Finn Balor and takes the title to Monday Night Raw. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. But I don't think Cross should lose. Munchie time. $9.99 super chat. Didn't even watch this garbage show. I was busy playing Sea of Thieves and enjoying a cold beverage. Keep up the good work, JD. Cheers. P.S. Love this latest CNC episode. Excited for the next one. Guys, CNC went live on Saturday, man. I know everybody was celebrating Easter Sunday. We had Santana of AEW, proud and powerful, Inner Circle, on Critiques and Connoisseurs. 25-minute discussion, man. We talked about everything. Talked about how he and Ortiz got called to be in the Inner Circle. What was the one moment that Jericho saw in them to enlist them? Who are their fight forever opponents? We talked about the legacy and the influence of Matt Travis before and after his passing. What House of Glory means to everybody in the neighborhood in New York City. And we drank peanut butter whiskey and Jameson cold brew whiskey. And man, oh man, Santana comes off as one of the more genuine guys, and believe me, he is, in this business, man. Such a great dude. You gotta go and watch it. I urge every 1,600 of you, after this, go watch it. Critiques and Connoisseurs. Link is in the description. Go and watch it, man. And hit the thumbs up. Munchie time. Thank you, brother. Bartholomew Kuma with a $5 super chat. Man, holy fuck. I hope Randy Orton punt kicks Alexa Bliss's skull out of reality, for fuck's sake. Get this shit off my TV. Tell me how you really feel, Bartholomew. We got a $2.99 UK super chat from BBB. What does the BBB stand for, man? Big Bad Bitch. Shane vs. Braun. The feud is hilarious. Is it? Dumb. Whee! All aboard the Shogun Express. $4.99 super chat. Wrestling with Respect once again. Hate to put this out there, but Io Shirai the next woman to get demoted to the main roster? Yes. Sayonara, Io Shirai. Raquel and Io are the main event of night one. There's absolutely no possible way Raquel is walking out a loser on night one. None. None. I am as confident in that decision as I've ever been in a wrestling outcome all year. Io is finished. Bartholomew Kuma, $5 super chat, and I hope Randy Orton gives the most devastating RKO to The Fiend and remove that god-awful mask and bring back the Eater of Worlds. Bray Wyatt in any incarnation is trash. Not because I don't love Wyndham, but WWE Creative is trash. Dave Melee with a $4.99 super chat. Catering crew holds a battle royal to determine who faces Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. It's probably a better creative decision than what Bruce Pritchard could come up with, man. Who knows what Bruce Pritchard's got fucking planned. Paul Jackson, 1988, with a $5 super chat. All aboard the Stupid Express, and your conductors are Vince and Bruce. Justin Striplin with a $4.99 super chat. I'm sure we can all agree that Braun vs. Shane steel cage match is a bathroom break match. I'll be watching Godzilla vs. Kong instead of that match. Should put Godzilla vs. Kong at WrestleMania. William Gaddis with a $25 super chat. WWF, WWE, 1963 to 2026. William, are you predicting the death of WWE in 2026? I might have to find a new job. Coiled Phoenix with a $5 super chat. Another crappy go-home show as usual. At this point, why doesn't everyone in WWE just go home and stay there? Well, Coil, they were all home tonight because tonight's show was a taped effort. So they were all home. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Dave Melee with a $5 super chat. Can we get Mean Marky D to replace Michael Cole, please? I'll ask him. Matthew Sandate with a $4.99 super chat. And then he comes right back with another $4.99 super chat. JD, thanks for being the best at what you do. But can you tell me which Blink-182 album Rhea Ripley listened to tonight? LOL, get her off my TV. If Rhea listens to Blink-182, I like her even less than I already do. Blink-182 is absolute fucking horrendous garbage. God help your soul if you listen to Blink-182. Magician Sapphire with a $10 super chat. And that's what Rhea Ripley does listen to, by the way, because she comes off all metal, and I doubt she's metal at all. Magician Sapphire, $10 super chat. The Hurt Business got done so dirty, Vince and Bruce should be locked up, serving a life sentence for booking malpractice. Magician, have you watched the last 3 years, 4 years? Booking malpractice, serving life sentence? They should be given 1,000 years to life. Should die in prison and this and the next 1,000 lifetimes for what they've done. Show is horrendous. Justin Striplin with a $9.99 super chat. It's very criminal that the 10 other women get a WrestleMania match in that women's tag team turmoil match, but they can't book a WrestleMania match for Bayley. What a fucking joke that is. Bro, who knows? Who knows? We may get Io and Bayley in the fucking tag team turmoil match. Io's done with NXT anyway. Who knows what they got planned? Really. The fact that Bayley's missing WrestleMania, man. should speak volumes about this WrestleMania season. Coil Phoenix 713 with a $5 super chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the Hurt Business the only dominant black male team since the Nation of Domination, or no? Yes. But we all know WWE in some way, shape, or form is racist anyway. Ronald Ginsburg with a $19.99 super chat. Great show as always. Been a fan since 2015. Still have the chair you signed for me that you sat in at Extreme Rules in Pittsburgh. What is up, Ronald, you motherfucker? Quick shout out to Will Ospreay for winning the IWGP World Heavyweight title. Well deserved. Couldn't be happier. Remember when Seth Rollins told Will Ospreay that we got a better version of him on WWE? His name is Ricochet. Exactly where is Ricochet now, Mr. Rollins? Huh? Guy sitting next to fucking Humberto Carrillo on Tuesday in catering. Jaden Vlogs, $9.99 super chat. Triple H and his team needs to hurry up and take over all of WWE because I swear I'm about to stop watching everything, but great show tonight. See you Wednesday night. Bro, Triple H immediately, if he took over, will not make a difference, man. Every show that happens that is this bad, it's going to take Triple H even longer, man. If Triple H and his team took over, I'd give it 3 years before things start to get back to normal. Jacob Donnelly with a $5 super chat. I wouldn't be surprised if Ali has a contract coming up post-WrestleMania that he has yet to resign. His booking as of late feels like it. I hope you're right, bro. It does feel like it, but that's the way WWE has always booked Ali. They don't give a fuck about Ali. Dave Melee with a $4.99 super chat. Vince has not only thrown every championship in the garbage, but he also poured the gasoline and lit the fire. He does that with the Monday Night Raw script every fucking week. Phil with a $50 super chat. What is up, Phil? This is already the longest week of my life. We have to consume this week of WWE programming, and now my grandmother is seriously ill. But at least your content is getting me through it. Thank you for what you do. P.S. Can I get a, I love you? Everybody in the chat, give me those prayer emojis for Phil's grandmother. The best videos. JD gets picked on in New York City. How the fuck do you know, bro? I don't even leave my house. Who do I get picked on? Kumar down at Dunkin' Donuts who serves me my fucking coffee? You fucking clown! How about the old lady who asks me if I want a fucking paper bag at the goddamn food store? I get picked on. You must have got picked on because you have the best videos. The best videos of what? Anime porn to jerk off to in your off time, right? Fuck out of my chat. Zen Gang Beats with a $5 super chat. JD WrestleMania is sad. Should I cancel my Peacock account? It's your fucking money, Mr. Beats. Do what you want with it. Cal L with a $5 super chat. I'm so not watching WrestleMania. I'll wait for your review first. This shit is horrible, and as usual, Mustang rules, bro. I know. I cleaned my Mustang today, man. 65 degrees today, inside and out. Oh. Oh. The best videos wishes he could have fucking afford my car, man. Fuck out of here. The best videos. You'll never be as cool as me, you fucking bitch. Huh? You fucking clown. This is my fucking realm. You're lucky I allow you to be here, bitch. I can't really even see in these fucking things, man. Ruben Prime with a $10 super chat. Where in the hell is Bailey and Aleister Black? They're in Bruce's fucking basement, tied up. Raging Girl Gamer with a $5 super chat. Treehouse, Ray-Bans. These are Oakley's, motherfucker. These are Oakley's, bitch. Ray-Bans. Fuck out of here, Ray-Bans. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Ray-Bans. Who wears Ray-Bans? Raging Girl Gamer with a $5 super chat. Don't be shy, bro. We got Jack Brewer with a $5 super chat. I am more hyped for NXT Stand and Deliver than WrestleMania. I hate that it's 2 nights. CNC was great this week. I'm more excited for NXT as well. Jack Brewer, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Edgar Estrada. Yo, JD, great review, bro. That was a great CNC episode with Santana. The compliments and praises he gave you must have felt pretty fucking good, man. Oh, they did. They did. Big Hodge is effing great, too. He reminds me of Jonathan Coachman. No, this is not Braun Strowman. The best. OTS #1. Thank you, buddy. Kelly Yamaguchi, $5 super chat from Kelly. I'd rather watch Bob Ross paint for 25 minutes than watch Monday Night Raw. Nice beating the devil out of Raw, JD. Rock on. I used to watch Bob Ross as a little child on my grandmother's living room floor. Don't know why it was on. I don't think anybody fucking cared, man. It's Bob Ross. Paint away. Give me some clouds and some mountains and some trees. The way he just made them appear, bro. It was just like, just sit there. You feel relaxed, you know? Thank you, Kelly. Scorpio 1117. $2 super chat. Raw should be kicked off TV. Go Angels. Fuck the American League. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Scorpio. Bruce Pritchard in the chat. Fuck you, JD. I will sue you, he says. Rafael De Luna with a $1.99 super chat. OTS should be on Peacock because of its greatness. Better fucking believe it. Cal L with a super chat, $5 super chat. Hey, JD, seriously, what are the odds that WrestleMania comes out to be at least a C- show? Mustang rules. Night 1 sucks. Night 1 is not even going to be past the D, bro. Listen, Braun Strowman's got better grades than what WrestleMania Night 1's going to be. Night 2 is what I'm looking forward to. Night 2 is what I'm looking forward to the most, man. We got Bianca and Sasha, and I believe I believe Rollins and Cesaro's on night 1. That's it. Everything else, forget about it. Could not give a shit. Night 2's where it's at. Sammy, Kevin Owens, Bryan, Reigns, Edge, Asuka, Rhea Ripley should be a decent match, even though it doesn't make any sense at all. Thank you, Kal-El. Appreciate you, brother. JD23 with a $5 super chat. Ali said Riddle is the reason Retribution is dead. If that's the case, I gotta thank Matt Riddle. Raw is so unbearable. Nothing brings excitement. Ali blamed Riddle for Retribution being dead? Ali, go walk into Bruce's office. You'll find the reason right there. Dayron Sanders with a $5 super chat. JD, I said I didn't know what you was going to talk about because Raw was that terrible. I always got faith in you, bro. No other podcast comes close. I know. I can't mention any names, otherwise I'll have people slipping into my DMs angry with me. I'm a nice guy, I swear. 0816 Life with a $5 super chat. JD, I was wondering, are you a fan of Corpse_Husband's music? I have no fucking idea who that is. I'm a fan of Cannibal Corpse, but I have no idea who Corpse_Husband is. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. JD, thoughts on Sasha stopping by Hog yesterday? Nobody gave me a fucking phone call. The House of Glory School is 12 minutes from my house. Furious Nation with a $5 super chat. What's up, JD? How are you doing, bro? Am I the only one that's been thinking that they've been forcing Drew McIntyre as of late? Bro, they've been forcing everything as of late, not just Drew McIntyre. Phil with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, JD. I love you too. Love the OTS family. Israel with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Israel. Hey, JD, I know I haven't been here. I did catch that CNC episode. It was great. Santana is genuine. And I did get Dr. Squatch. Not squash. Squatch. It's not a fucking vegetable. You're the best, JD. Thank you, Israel. GMCU with a 5-pen super chat. Don't know what currency that is, but thank you. WWE really wants Matt Riddle to become the next Eugene. Maybe he could join Baron in the Stupid Express. Whee! I gotta get off my TV show with Braun Strowman. I gotta revitalize. I gotta resurrect the Get Off My TV line, man. I gotta put a Strowman Express on the Get Off My TV line. Michael Carpenter, 327 with a $2 super chat. You're the best, JD. And by the way, go Phillies. We're taking it all. No, you're not. No, you're not. Fuck the Phillies. Dayron Sanders, $5 super chat. Also catching up on NXT. Didn't know Ciampa was growing his hair out. He looks like the dad from Family Ties, but looking forward to him and Walter. You'd never think that Tommaso Ciampa and Roman Reigns are the same age. Matthew Sandate with a $4.99 super chat. Hey, JD, can I get a Broken Skull IPA in the venue? I don't know, man. I don't usually order IPAs, bro. I'm not a big IPA guy. I'm a hazy IPA guy. I'm a sour IPA guy, but a regular IPA? IPA's got to have a little juice to them. They got to have a little haziness to them. A little sourness to them. You're going to give me an IPA that's full of all hops. Get it out of here. Issa with a $4.99 super chat. Editing and uploading reactions. Thanks for keeping me company. Horrible go-home show. My pleasure. Thank you for being here. This show sucks. It sucks every week. I don't know how we stand for it every week. It's just like, it's like a regimen every week. 8 o'clock, Raw. It sucks. Every week, same shit. Gerald Cormier with a $10 super chat. Just getting to the review. Got to rewind and see what you say about Raw, but I didn't want to not contribute. Raw has been neglected for so long. Gerald, continue to neglect, my friend. They neglect us. Bruce and Vince neglect us every week. They hate us. Daniel Rodriguez with a $4.99 super chat. You being from New York area, do you enjoy drinking Puerto Rican or Dominican liquor? Bro, just give it. Serve me whatever you want on the rocks, bro. I'll drink anything. Furious Nation with a $5 super chat. Great Raw review and CNC, by the way. Keep doing you. Also, would you replace the Universal title with the World Heavyweight title? No, Roman Reigns is doing that title well. Very well. Jack Brewer with a $5 super chat. Good night, JD. You are the best. See you Wednesday night. Great show tonight, like always. Thank you very much, Jack. Phil with a $4.99 super chat. What are your thoughts on WrestleMania being a two-night event moving forward? Are you for it? I personally would be, because I hate the 7-hour show. I would make WrestleMania a two-night event every year. But I have a feeling this is the last year for quite a while. Cal L with a $2 super chat. How about them Pirates, JD? LOL. I haven't even looked. What's their record? Are they better than the Braves? I wouldn't be surprised. Matthew Sandate with a $1.99 super chat. Can you put Rhea Ripley on the Get Off My TV shirt? I'll put her on there. Theo with a $4.99 super chat. He says nothing. Bro, you're the type of guy that goes up to the bar and you don't tip the bartender, I know. Where's your message? Don't be shy, bro. That's all I got, man. Oh, we got another one. There we go. I was about to fucking hit pilot. Get the hell out of here. Jonathan Costello with a $4.99 super chat. What's up, JD? I didn't tune into Raw. Was too busy perfecting my baked ziti. Dare I say, it can rival Titus's. Well, listen, bro. Don't fucking lie to me, bro. Your baked ziti can rival Titus O'Neil's baked ziti? T.O.'s baked ziti? I don't think so, man. Anyways, here's some money for coffee. Thank you. Kumar at Dunkin' Donuts is going to be seeing me tomorrow, I guess. Gerald Cormier. $5 super chat. It is said that 1 hour preaching is equivalent to an 8-hour work shift. If that's true, then you must be exhausted after your reviews, bro. I am. Yeah, you got the fucking gargoyles on social media. Why don't you go get a real job? I'm sorry. Because you can't do what I do, this doesn't constitute as real work? Kelly with a $5 super chat. JD, I forgot to tell you, today is my 5-year anniversary of being your subscriber. I'm proud. Keep beating the devil out of WWE. Kelly, 5 years is a long time. I'm happy to have you here, and I'm going to keep beating the shit out of these people until I get and we get what we deserve. Sadly, I'll be old and gray, and this podcast will probably be irrelevant before we get that, but I'm going to keep preaching the good word, man. My main goal is to be on Sirius. Nice little studio next to Bully Ray. So some truth can be spread on Sirius XM. And that is it for me, guys. I'm about to get out of here. What a night. What a review. We hit the goal of 750 likes. We got super chats still coming in. Edgar Estrada with a $20 super chat. Shut up and take my money, Goon. Love you, brother. Edgar, I fucking love you, man. Fucking love you, buddy. What a night. It's only the beginning. It's going to be a long week. Twitch tomorrow afternoon, 1:30 with Mr. Soldier. 1 HD tactical Call of Duty Warzone gameplay. Come join me. Twitter and Instagram at JDfromNY206. Patreon.com/JDfromNY206. Mouthmasker.com for your masks. Mouthmasker.com/OTS. Bonfire.com for your t-shirts. Go check out all the other videos that you might have missed. Off the Script went up on the channel Saturday. And go check out Dr. Squatch. DrSquatch.com. Use that code J... Actually, no, it's not JD. I'm sorry. DrSquatch.com. Use code SCRIPT at all these fucking codes. Code SCRIPT at checkout. 20% off. I'm off. I got my cold beverage. The Mustang is absolutely beautiful. Windows are down. That music, full blast. Give me those guitar emojis in the chat. Pilot's coming on. The guitar solo's coming on. I'm hitting the highway. I'll see you guys on Wednesday nights for TakeOver. Stand and deliver. I'll see you guys later.